used to think I was a man stuck in a woman's body, but then I was born. That's right, welcome back to the Bit of Truth for a Friday. Let's just hope the trans activists haven't ruined it for you yet. Now, speaking of activists, the singer Roisin Murphy, she issues a grovelling apology to trans activists after saying that kids shouldn't be taking puberty blockers. Well, they shouldn't, and nor should you be apologising for speaking the truth. She said that puberty blockers are fucked, and that Big Pharma are laughing all the way to the bank. She also said that little mixed up kids are vulnerable and need to be protected. You are 100% correct. Yet by having the opinion of the majority, she was hounded so badly that she felt she needed to post a lengthy apology. Look, activists, shut up. We don't have to agree with your opinion, and you don't have to agree with logic.
Nailed it!
Look what happens when you keep forcing your ideology on kids. A mum settles against the school for $100,000 after she claims her child was socially transitioned. Well done to this mum for her landmark victory and setting a new precedent. Leave other people's children alone. Her daughter was socially transitioned into thinking that she was a boy during middle school and became so distraught and so confused because she didn't know who she was truly inside. The school let her use boys' bathrooms and male pronouns in class without the mum's consent. A girl shouldn't be in the boys' bathroom and vice versa. I've said it many times, if you're not old enough to have sex, you're not old enough to change your sex.
He's absolutely right.
Now, there may be a teeny tiny percentage of people that may have been born into the wrong bodies. But this is so small, it's statistically irrelevant. We shouldn't be hearing this in the news every day. Anyway, we got one here that looks like he's just playing the system. A pedalo tree surgeon who was convicted as a male, now identifies as a woman and is spared jail. Oh yes, look at her, look how beautiful she is. So feminine and so cute in all that pink. I also love your stubble. Come on, it's like you're not even trying. Here we go, I am now Justine, and if you refer to me anything other than a bonus hole holder, you are just a bigot. Thank you to the current Mrs. Bitter for lending me her very tight dress. I should walk out like this and see how many women's change rooms or women's bathrooms I can get in one day. 100k likes on this video and I'll do it. Come on ladies and gents and in-betweeners, share the video, hit that like button. How do you ladies get into this shit every day?
Y'all will never do that again.
Right, on to the opposite. We got a man who didn't want to cut it off, he actually wanted to make it bigger. A man who had enlargement surgery by a fake surgeon dies in agony after the botched surgery. Now, I know how this man feels. I have an incredibly small piece, which is why my parents named me Justin. But come on people, do your research. Why do people become so obsessed with changing everything on the outside without actually working on what's inside? Anyway, this man wasn't a doctor or a surgeon, he was a restaurant worker. He was convicted of causing death by grievous bodily harm after he performed the surgery at his home.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Now, in other crime news, criminals will be forced into court for sentencing under new powers. Well, about time. You do the crime, and not only you pay the time, but you should be made to hear how you've ruined people's lives. You need to hear the consequences of your selfish actions. Authorities will be able to use reasonable force, and we know what that means, to make the convicted appear in court. I think that they should be made to wear muzzles, straitjackets, and have toothpicks put between their eyes, just in order to make sure that they don't disrupt and they can't look away.
You're right, I know.
Rishi talks some crime as well. He says that the police should focus on catching criminals and not taking the knee. Well done, Rishi. Well done for being late to the party again. Did you watch my video yesterday? I think so. Now, if you could only get the obese force to run a few laps, then we might actually get Britain back on the straight and narrow and catch a few criminals.
You're goddamn right.
Now, speaking of criminals and needing the police, you remember the other day where I said they might track and trace the illegal immigrants with those tags, yeah? Well, judging by this, it seems like it's going to be another waste of money. Migrants are seen cutting off GPS ankle monitors with kitchen scissors. Yes, this is exactly why we need a fit and healthy police force that are feared. Oh yes, the Albanians are laughing again at the British Rolexes, as they call them. They've released multiple videos of showing how easy it is to remove them. Now, if the tag is cut off, people would result in getting 28 days in jail. But they say doing 28 days in prison is nothing. It's as easy as eating bread and cheese. Well, there you have it, the ultimate disrespect.
Wankers!
Now, speaking of disrespectful people, who knew it could actually get worse? 2 sisters could be jailed for twerking on the graves of Ukrainian soldiers. Well, firstly, I don't see how these 2 walnuts on sticks could actually twerk. I thought you actually needed an arse and not to be an arse. But to the disrespect and utter contempt to dance on people's graves who have died is so beyond disgusting. I hope that the sentences you get make you feel like you're the one being danced on. You disgust me. Rest in peace to all those people who have lost their lives.
You were literally too stupid to insult.
Now, speaking of peace, we've got a woman here who definitely doesn't get any thanks to her partner. A man has been jailed for tasering his girlfriend of 7 years because she was having too long of a Sunday lie-in. Bloody hell, the Scottish are a wild bunch. He kept asking her to get up, and when she didn't, he said, "Get up or I'll tase ya!" Sorry, my accents are terrible. Well, I guess she can enjoy her Sunday lions for the next 22 months. And speaking of Sundays, I love a good fry up on a Sunday. It's one of my favourite meals of the week. So let's just have a look at some food news. People are more likely to eat food which is not labelled meat-free. Well, no shit. People are getting so fed up of vegan this, free of that, free of this. We just want to eat something normal. This is what happens when people are pushed and pushed and pushed and things thrown in their faces constantly. Take note, trans and climate activists. Keep pushing people and they will actively start doing the exact opposite.
Oh, you'll see, my friend!
Burger King is being sued for the size of its Whopper. Yes, another food lawsuit in the United States. The lawsuit accuses the fast food giant of misleading customers by portraying that their burgers are 35% bigger than they actually are. Well look, they're not any smaller. These pictures make them actually look delicious. Though when you open your box to enjoy your meal, you're left with something that looks like it's been dropped multiple times.
What the fuck is that?
And finally today, Biden admits to his aides that he's actually feeling tired. You're tired, Grandpa. That's rich. We are tired of you. And so are the American people. You can barely stay awake long enough to finish a sentence. And when you do, it's incoherent at the best of times. Go on, take another bike ride, Biden. You'll be enjoying your retirement soon enough.
Come on, man!
Right, so what have we learned today? Don't apologise for speaking the truth. Leave the kids alone. Criminals will actually have to go to court. Food doesn't look like the pictures. The world is full of disrespectful people. And Biden needs a nap. Speaking of that, I need one too. Signing out.